There's a strong, strong spirit in this place, and I know it is the presence of the Lord. There are sad expressions on each face, and I know it is the presence of the Lord. Oh, sweet heavenly Spirit, sweet heavenly dove, stay right here with us. Fill us with your love, and for each blessing we will hold our hearts in prayer. Without a doubt we know it's being revived when we all leave this place.
A very special good morning to each and every one of you. The New Vision Faith Apostolic International Ministry, in association with the Outreach Evangelism Program, is pleased to have Evangelist Gwendolyn White McKnight, mother of the 5 children slain in Clarendon, Cocoa Peace, June 21st, 2022. Today, ladies and gentlemen, I am pleased to see the gathering of all the churches and all the clergymen present here today to honor a woman, Mama Gwen, as she's affectionately called. 1 year and a few days later, after she felt one of the most horrendous pain any woman could ever endure, and that is the losing of her only daughter, Kamisha Wright, and her 4 children. Ladies and gentlemen, we're not here just because of the children that was lost with Mama Gwen. We go as far back as 2005, when Shanika Anderson, 6 years old, was lured from the Coronation Market on the premise of parties. She was lured to the bushes of Manly Meadows, where she was sexually assaulted, vaginally and anally, and she was murdered to death. The year continues, ladies and gentlemen, with a little 9-year-old boy by the name of Courtney Alexander Walker. And it touches the core of my heart because Courtney was known in his community as hard life sufferer. That's what they called him. His mother in 2009 was out of soap powder, and she said, Courtney Walker, please go home and fetch me some soap powder. And when Courtney Walker was on his way home, he was attacked by 2 men who raped him, sodomized him, stabbed him 57 times, and cut his throat like an animal. 1 year before that, in 2008, there was an 11-year-old little girl by the name of Ananda Dean. She left school that evening, Swallowfield it was, and she boarded a bus supposedly to go home to her home in Whitehall Avenue. No trace was seen of Ananda Dean. 2 weeks, 2 long weeks, the searches in the bushes everywhere, and she turned up in the hills of Belvedere in Cypress Avenue, where her headless body and her naked body was found. She was raped and stabbed to death. 2018, a 14-year-old little girl by the name of Yetania Francis, a young little girl. She was home with her mother Latoya, and they felt hungry in the night. And her mother Latoya said, Yetania, could you just go around the corner store and purchase some food so we can eat? Yetania, as an obedient child as she was, left the home, the security of her home, and went around the corner to get some food. Hours passed and her mother didn't see her coming home. At about 11 o'clock in the night, she smelled something burning, and she said to herself, who is burning dogs at this time of the night? Lo and behold, it was her own daughter, her own child, Yetania Francis. After being raped and stabbed, they burned her body. 2019, ladies and gentlemen, an 8-year-old little girl by the name of Shantae Skyers in the Airy Castle area of Kingston. She left school that evening, and on her way home she was lured into the bushes and raped and killed. Now there was an angry mob. They couldn't take it. They were fed up. And ladies and gentlemen, they catch the next person they saw and deemed to be the culprit, a 29-year-old man by the name of Miguel Williams. They chopped Miguel Williams, chopped him up all over his body, and then they put a tire and burned Miguel Williams alive. Now the ironic thing about this particular case, ladies and gentlemen, when the smoke was cleared and this 29-year-old, a man of unsound mind, when the smoke was cleared, this young man was innocent. So they just chopped and killed an innocent man. Jungle justice, a lot of people cry, let's kill the next person. But ladies and gentlemen, hold on a minute. We have lost a lot of children. The walls of the secret garden which stands downtown Kingston, close to the KSAC, have a lot of children on those walls, and plans are afoot to lengthen the wall. I beg to ask the question for those who are responsible for the safety and the security of our children, please put the money in preventive measures. Put the money in educating our children. Put the money in educating our community to look out for these predators that preys upon our children. Ladies and gentlemen, just about 2 weeks ago, a beautiful 8-year-old little girl by the name of Daniel Rowe was at school in the Brighton area. She attended Brighton Primary. A mysterious woman picked up Daniel Rowe that Thursday afternoon about 3 o'clock and took her 13 miles all the way from St. Catherine to Kingston. Roosevelt Avenue, right beside the police station and the statue of one of our great entertainer, Bob Marley. Her body was found on the street corner by a soldier. She was rushed to the Bustamante Hospital. They tried to save the life of Daniel Rowe. But ladies and gentlemen, she succumbed 2 days later. The appalling thing, ladies and gentlemen, when Sadine Mason saw her daughter's lifeless body at the morgue, she said when she looked in her daughter's face, she saw dry tears. Now for all our children, those who have gone long before Shanika Anderson, up to this date, which are numbered in the hundreds, if not the thousands. We're begging you, the powers of be, we have failed our children. We have failed Shanika Anderson. We have failed Ananda Dean. We have failed Tanya Francis. And we have failed Shante Skyers and Courtney Walker. And we have failed Daniel Rowe. Let not another child die in vain. Let us do what we must do to protect our children. We thank you for your presence today as we join in fellowship to protect and save our children. I feel we picnic them. I feel we picnic them. I feel we picnic them. Let's protect them at all costs. Thank you.